How to overcome your fear of rejection. First, let me explain why you need to overcome your fear of rejection. Mainly because if you stumble upon this video, you're probably somebody who has big dreams and aspirations. Maybe you want to attract a certain type of love into your life, a certain type of partner, or maybe you have aspirations of being wildly successful and your fear of rejection is holding you back. I want you to understand that the more that you let this fear consume you, the more you will remain in the same spot, the more you will continue to have lackluster relationships, you'll have lackluster love life, and also you'll just remain the same. And I'm sure if you're here, you don't want to stay the same. I don't want to stay the same. I don't think anybody in this world wants to stay the same, or maybe you do, I don't know. But I can't imagine you stumbled upon this video because you want to stay the same. You stumbled upon this video because you actually want to change your life. And something that I want you to understand when it comes to your fear of rejection, honestly, it's not even your fear that you're afraid of. What do I mean by that? More times than not, when it comes to fears that we have, they are things that are placed onto us at a young age, whether that be through society or just you growing up as a kid. When I think back to where the fear of rejection stemmed from, a lot of it had to do with childhood, where you would get laughed at or made fun of because you go and try to talk to a girl or you do something that's out of the ordinary, and because people are subconsciously afraid of doing said thing because you took it upon yourself to do it, they want to make fun of you. And now that cultivated into a fear of rejection into your adult life. But we're going to help you break out of that, or I'm going to help you break out of that. Honestly, this is something that I need too, because I still feel as though that there are things that I am allowing my fear of rejection to kind of stop me from achieving certain things. So yeah, how do we overcome our fear of rejection? Honestly, I hate to break it to you, but you're just gonna have to hit it head on. You're really just gonna have to put yourself in the line of fire and just accept that you're going to get a lot of no's. They're just going to happen. There is nobody in this world who goes through their life without getting rejected at least once in their life. And the thing about rejection is that the more you get rejected, the easier it is to handle rejection. Excuse me, prime example, yesterday, man, I think in the video before I was talking about how I was at the club and there was a girl that I wanted to talk to and I kind of psyched myself out of it. Well, yesterday I took it upon myself to actually talk to a girl. I was at the gym and I thought she was kind of attractive, and I was talking to my friends and I was saying, man, I'm about to go talk to this girl. They're like, all right, bet, go do it. And I'm not gonna lie, when I left, I was really hoping that she wasn't there because I was terrified. My body was so consumed with fear because I just didn't want to do it. But I walked over there and she was on the lat pull downs and I was just kind of hovering, kind of waiting because I didn't want to interrupt her. I was really nervous, bro. So nervous. But nevertheless, we got there. She finally gets up and she starts walking in my direction. I said, excuse me. I said, excuse me 3 times. She had headphones in. She walked right past me, bro. Hard. Honestly, I didn't even get mad. Didn't even get mad. I felt negatively about it, but I don't know if it was embarrassment because there wasn't really anybody there wasn't anybody who witnessed that interaction. But I went back to my friends, they were like, did you get her number? I was like, nah, she actually just walked right by me. And 2 of them were like, what, that would finish me. But they were kind of young, but I have an older friend, he's older than all of us, and he was just saying, bro, it happens. And that's honestly what I told myself. I realized, bro, you win some, you lose some. I think that's exactly what I said. And the thing about that, I know more times than not, we like to tell ourselves, man, the worst she can say is no. No, the worst she can do is actually ignore you. That hurts a lot more. But nevertheless, I felt relief in my chest because, bro, I did it. I literally did it. I said that I was gonna do something and I did it. Now the outcome is what the outcome is. I have no control over that, but all we can control is our output. So I want you to understand that, man, instead of looking at rejection as something that you did wrong, more times than not, the timing might just not be right. Or, you know, like with that girl last night, I just might have not have been her type. Or maybe she didn't want to talk to anybody. Maybe that's why she kept her headphones in. I'm not gonna take it as, oh, it's something that I did, because I'm probably never gonna see her again, you know? And if I found her attractive, I would never know if she found me attractive as well if I never talked to her. So I want you to look at rejection as redirection. I think that's something that we fail to do as a society because we're in a world where we are very overly critical of ourselves. And it's very difficult for us to separate from that and look at ourselves objectively and understand that, man, we're always a work in progress. And the more that we continue to put ourselves out there and place ourselves in position to meet new people, new opportunities, or create something great, the better our life will be. It'll be very freeing because we're not criticizing every step that we take. And I think something that's important as well is to be mindful of who you surround yourself with, because if you're surrounded by people who are overly critical or afraid of trying new things or doing stuff, then you are the product of who you hang around. Now, I know it might be difficult because of the situation that you might be in, but honestly, bro, I don't want you to make any excuses. If you made it to this video, you're somebody who doesn't believe that you don't want to be this person anymore. And I think that it's important that you just start to take little steps in the direction of where you want to go, because on the opposite side of fear is growth. And I think that's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Everything that I've done, that I've gotten, or how do I want to phrase this? Everything that I've achieved in life was me just accepting that I'm gonna be afraid, but I'm still gonna do it. And honestly, the outcome turned out better than I even imagined. And I think that's something that goes a lot further than you just being in your head about something because you don't want to get rejected. Rejection is fine. Rejection is a part of life. It's a teaching moment. And I think that the better you handle rejection, the more success will start to just find its way to you. Whether that be in your relationships, whether that be in your career, whether that be in any facet of your life, understanding that rejection is not a bad thing. I think we live in a world where we don't get rejected enough because so many people are big-headed and they feel as though that they're above being told no, you know? So, man, I think that it's important that you start to I think you should go through a phase of where you are just treating your life as rejection therapy. Try to talk to at least 5 new people, male or female, because I don't know, maybe you're a guy, maybe you're a girl watching this, I don't know. And just talk to them and just spark a conversation. Just say, hey, how are you doing? My name is such and such. What do you got going on today? Or how's your day going? You know? And slowly you'll start to see that the interactions will start to become easier and easier and easier, to the point where, man, you're just excited to talk to anybody. And there's no pressure of, man, what is this person gonna think? What are they gonna say? Because you slowly start to realize that it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And even if you're somebody who is a content creator or a musician or anybody, because that's what I am, you could even look at rejection as you posting a video that flops. Understanding that, man, maybe they just didn't like this video. or that whoever. Not enough people saw it. But I'll be here tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And I think that's something that's where you will ultimately always find your success. You'll find your success in your daily habits, in your routine. You can't stumble upon success. You can't stumble upon the girl of your dreams if you never put yourself in a position to meet her. If you never open your mouth to say, hey, my name is Trent. How are you today? It's just, I'm not saying that it can't happen. It's just not practical, you know? Everything that you want is on the opposite side of fear. And the more that you lean into that fear and start to embrace that rejection is just redirecting me into the life that I ultimately want, everything will fall right into your laps. And you won't have to worry about what if, because you did the thing. You did the thing that 99% of people can't do, which is taking a risk or take a risk. Taking risks is scary, but you will survive, okay? I think that this video has gone on long enough. If you made it this far in the video, thank you all so much. My name is Trent Bishop. I will see you guys tomorrow.